Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Never mind the hot mess. Never mind. Okay, I have some opinions, obviously, God bless, on James Charles, his mother. Okay, now, as a mom of five kids myself, and my oldest is 26, I can, I just watched Ashley's video a little while ago, and I get what she was saying as a mother. You want to protect your children. I get that. But I think she's making it worse, in my opinion. I think she's definitely making it worse because Tati said she felt used, she felt betrayed, she felt whatever. And it's her right. I mean, when his mother commented and said, used her how, Tati shouldn't have to explain that. How she feels is how she feels. She doesn't have to justify it. That's my opinion. It totally doesn't need to be justified if that's the way she feels. So, and the person that made that comment shouldn't have to elaborate that because they're not Tati. They can't speak for Tati. They just can't. So, to say use for how, and then when she said well said, when they basically said, different eyeshadow palettes or whatever, and I did say that myself, but I get everybody else's opinions also. But my opinion is that I think it's even more disrespectful now that his mother is getting involved and chiming in on it. I mean, imagine how that makes Toddy feel. It's like, okay, so you felt betrayed by your friend, and now your mom is making it like say, well, he didn't do anything wrong. Well said. I can't. Yeah, mothers want to protect their kids, but he is an adult. He has his big boy pants on. He is a brand. He is going on tour. He has his own income, obviously. Like, three of my kids worked where I work, and I never got involved with it. They were their own separate. They are their employee. I'm an employee. There's no mixing the two, whether it's my child or not. If they do something wrong, they're held accountable for it. If I do something wrong, I'm held accountable for it. There's no mixing the bag. But I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, so Tati says she feels used and betrayed, and his mom gets on there making comments, and it's like, Tati has done so much good for James Charles, and she has been such a good role model for him. And you're gonna sit there and you're gonna, jump in your 2 cents and say, yeah, like used her how, like, I don't understand the logic. Well, I get that people say, it's like a mother defending her child, but she's not. She's making it worse. The best thing you can do as a mother is cut the apron strings. Still be there for them. Still listen to them. Be that shoulder for them to cry on. But don't get involved because your children need to learn from their mistakes. They need to grow and learn from their mistakes. They need to accept them, learn from them, and fix them, all by themselves. Because if you're always going to be that knight in shining armor that always comes in and saves the day and say, not my child, not my daughter, not my son, you're not doing any favors. They're not going to learn about real life, and I'm sure James knows about real life. But I'm just saying, I think it was completely uncalled for and I think she's making the situation worse. And I think Toddy right now has really got to feel like shit because not only did she feel betrayed by her best friend or by a very good friend of hers, that she has been there through thick and thin, so she felt betrayed, but now his own mother is getting involved. I mean, I would feel like an ass, I just would. I would feel some type of way, and I would just, that's just as a mother something I would never ever do. I would never get involved because they have to learn to fight their own battles. They have to learn the wrong that they did. They have to learn that, it's his friendship, not yours. If you're friends with Toddy, that's fine. But separate it. It just needs to be separated. So on a very personal note, guys, I think it's I think she kind of embarrassed him. I would, if I were James right now, I would feel very embarrassed. I would feel extremely embarrassed about, my mother doing that. I just would, but that's just me. Second thing on James Charles saying that about the drama community to Sebastian. Again, I will say it time and time again. The drama community is not toxic. They're really not, like I do commentary. I'm not a toxic person. I don't sit there and look for something. I don't sit there and want to slander somebody. I don't want to have anybody hate anybody. You just want to point out things and have your opinions. Here's the thing that I've learned about life. Life is a big soap opera. It is. It is in our human nature to gossip. It just is. It's like, ooh, did you hear what this one said? It's how we pass the time. It's how we communicate with each other. It's how we become like part of our little herd. You know what I mean? Everybody has their little herds, their little cliques that they click in, and everybody clicks in certain ways. People always have their certain cliques, and that's what makes them them. That's what makes it's society. It's just the way that it is. So, there's nothing wrong with drama channels. There's nothing wrong with, taking problematic behavior, pointing it out, and giving an opinion on it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. In closing, I want to talk real quick about Tana Mojo. Oh my God, I can't. Now, this woman has way enough money, way enough money to pay a makeup artist. And to sit there and expect someone to do your makeup just to get a little recognition, I think sucks. I really think that does suck. You need to pay them and you need to give them the recognition, especially if they're very good and talented. And I think it's kind of taking advantage of a makeup artist, to be honest. I would say that's taking advantage of somebody if you're going to say, well, I'm not going to pay you, but I'll, put you on Instagram and give you a shout out. Well, shit, they have that thing where you can pay people to give you a quick shout out. A shout out is nothing. It means nothing. So, let's say Anna. Anna did Tana's makeup, and they may become popular, they may not. It's a hit or miss. So I would want a guaranteed paycheck. I would want guaranteed money in the bank. And if they do a job that's good, give them what they deserve, the recognition that they deserve. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I know these glare. But anyway, give them the pay and the recognition that they deserve, because there are wonderful, talented makeup artists out there that they deserve not only the recognition but pay for their work. That's just the way that I feel about it. But anyway, I'm very curious to know your guys' opinions on James Charles and his mom. And I mean no disrespect to his mom. Everybody parents differently. We do. But I like to say in the end that your job as a parent is to do the best that you can and to mold them to be out on their own. And they need to learn how to become adults. They need to to learn how to function in society, because life is too short, okay? There's something that can happen to any one of us at any given day. I have raised my kids to be strong, independent, children, and they're amazing, except God bless. I have my son and my daughter that are disabled. You guys know that. But I have my other children that will make sure that they're always loved and taken care of had anything happened to me and my husband, So really our job as parents is to let them settle their own, let them fight their own battles. Don't interfere. It made it worse. In my eyes, it made it worse. Can you imagine how Toddy feels right now? I mean, seriously. I just can't imagine how Toddy feels, that she's betrayed by her friend, but now his mom is saying stuff, and I'm sure she has met his mother. I'm sure that they've, I would be baffled. I would be like, I would feel so in awe about that whole situation. I really would. But again, that is completely and totally my opinion, and I really want to know how you guys feel about it. And I am going to be doing some live streams. Oh, by the way, here's the Disney nails, in case you guys don't follow me on Twitter. Here they are. Aren't they adorable? I love them. But anyway, I will be doing live streams. I'm actually going to do road trip vlogs, and this is our first time ever at Disney. I'm really excited to see Billy and Holly's reactions, and I want to share them with you. I want you guys to take the journey with me, so I hope you guys are excited about that. And I'm really excited to see, how Billy and Holly are going to love Disney. So I'm super amped and super excited. T-minus 2 more days to the drive. So Kisses. And again, as always, thank you so much for taking 5 minutes, 5 seconds, 5 moments out of all of your time for watching any of my videos, and it means so much to me. And I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Kisses.